about Trump's base and, sort of core MAGA voters? When do you think, or will they feel the pain of this sort of economic back and forth? And do you think that at some point they'll feel betrayed by a president they believed really cared about them and their economic station?
So there's a couple pieces to my answer to that. The first is one of the most remarkable things about the Trump phenomenon is that his base ever thought that he was there to help them. If you look back at what he did in his first term, the tax cuts were almost all for business and people in the upper half of the income strata. The deregulation and all that was to help business and probably hurt consumers somewhere along the way. There's really nothing he did in his first term that was really in their interest. The economy did well, but it also did well under Biden. And so now it's the same situation. The stuff that they're doing, when you start talking about cutting all this, the funding for all these organizations, the National Institutes of Health and public television and everything, it's not good for the American public. And on top of that, he's proposed another round of tax cuts that are not particularly favorable to people toward the bottom. And then on top of that, you've got Doge. And when people can't get Social Security on the phone to find out where their check is, when they can't get the IRS on the phone to find out where their refund is, when they can't get a medicine they want because the FDA doesn't have enough people to approve it, I think this is all going to go very badly for him. I just, the first term he didn't, remember the first term was kind of an accident that he won. Nobody really, including him, thought he was going to win. So they weren't really prepared. And so it was kind of a slow start, and then he did some stuff. This time, he came in guns blazing. You remember Project 2025, the blueprint. They're actually doing a lot of that stuff. They knew exactly what they wanted to do this time. And the effects have not yet begun to really be felt. But when they do, I think people are going to be really unhappy.